I hope that each of us may carry within us, perhaps even very deep within us, the dream of something being different. It might be in our personal life, it might be in a wider family or community sense. Maybe it's about the church. Perhaps some of us are bold enough to dream even nationally and globally about how things might be different. Whatever the dream of transformation and change that you carry within you, can we allow it to become an assurance of something hoped for? The conviction of something that can be, even though it's not yet seen. For faith allows that to be so. But in doing so, we should always understand that we are part of the work of such transformation. We are part of making change. As Mary MacKillop said, never see a need without doing something about it. God does not place those dreams of transformation within us for no purpose. And if faith offers us the assurance and conviction that such dreams can become reality, faith, I believe, also offers us the motivation and the power to bring that reality to life. Believing and working, that's the synergy of faith. I was struck by one paragraph in the little welcome call to worship part of our liturgy this morning, these words that we've said. May we have the wisdom and humility to realize the gifts we have been given and use those gifts to bring healing and justice. But towards the end of what we heard from Hebrews, we read these words. All of these, referring to those people of faith, all of these died in faith without having received the promises. But from a distance they saw and greeted them. It's kind of a sobering reality check about that. You know, alongside all of that incredible, hopeful encouragement about what these figures of faith offer to us. Nevertheless, they died in faith without having received those promises. Believing and working for the dreams of faith is actually hard work. And it can be discouraging work, and many of us will have found that over the years. We don't always achieve what we dream of. Sometimes things continue to lie ahead of us, but our glimpses of them are real enough, even if we don't see the complete substance of them. And that's part of faith as well, keeping hope in the things for which we strive, the things that we continue to work together with God for. I always think that William Wilberforce is such a well-known example of this, you know, the part that he played in the movement to abolish slavery. 20 years Wilberforce worked on that, and many who will have gone before him. But it was 20 years before the slave trade bill was passed, and all that meant really was that slaves could no longer be carried on British ships. It didn't do away with slavery. 20 years to get that far. William Pitt, great friend of Wilberforce's who worked with him on this, had died the year before that law came into force. Glimpses, but didn't quite see the substance. It was going to be another 26 years before a law was passed that abolished slavery more universally throughout the British Empire, at least. Wilberforce just saw the substance of that and died 3 days later. 50 years of hopeful striving, working with God and others to see a dream become a reality of a transformed world, a better world. How many, I wonder, were the women through generations who died in the hope of gaining equality with men through the right to a parliamentary vote? And then finally, Kate Shepherd's generation made that dream into some substance. And yet it would be another 40 years before the first female member of parliament entered the House of Representatives. Kate Shepherd died the following year, just lived in time to see that dream become a reality after, again, decades of working, striving, dreaming for that to become substance. See, believing and working, glimpses of things and the substance of them taking shape. This is the stuff of faith, the vision of things which will yet be different, transformed. So dream and believe, work and keep hope. For together with God, we can play our part in transforming this world, fashioning it more into the image of all that God intends and has made possible for us through the liberating love of Jesus Christ.